inside its core, it's actually started to fuse other elements. So carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. And if you look at the periodic table, it can actually fuse everything inside. It's got like layers, like an onion. Onions have layers. And if you've ever watched Shrek, you'll know why I'm thinking about layers now. You can't go any further than iron and get energy out. Iron, you know, big ball of metal, can't go any further. So there isn't as much radiation pressure inside the star pushing out from the middle, from the core, which is like the engine. There isn't as much stuff pushing out, but you still have gravity acting in on your star. Eventually, the material your star is made of, the gases, will all just suddenly start to collapse down. They will hit the ball of iron in the middle, which is obviously very dense, and more dense than these gases anyway. Will smack into them, and then it will just bounce back. And this bounce back of material getting flung off into the space is kind of why we see the explosion. But it's actually really handy, because when big supernovas go off, they are obviously going to release then all these different elements into space. So hydrogen, helium, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, all floating around that can then eventually stick together under gravity and become planets and stars and other things. So if it wasn't for supernova explosions going off, then we wouldn't be here today. As Carl Sagan famously said, we're all made of stars. So you're a star and I'm a star. Isn't that lovely? Almost finished my artwork, and here it is. So as you can see, I've labelled some of the elements which are going to come out in this supernova explosion. So we've got carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, helium, and purple and pink is showing kind of the explosion, and then the rings are showing kind of the layers within the supernova before it exploded. And I think I'm almost finished. So maybe a bit more purple, because you know I love purple. And yeah, I think that is finished artwork. So what I'm going to do now is try not to chuck my dad's new phone on the floor. That's what I'm going to try to do. So what I would have done before I take a photo of it to submit it to the competition, I will put my age. So let's pretend that I'm 18. Okay, so I'm pretty happy that I've finished my artwork with all my elements, well, most of them, inside the star being represented, and the shells, onions, layers of the star. So when you're submitting your artwork to us, you can either write your age, I'm pretending to be 18, and where you are, South Wales, UK. Okay, if you haven't got room on your artwork, or if your artwork is something which you can't write on, you don't want to spoil it by putting this information on, that's absolutely fine. But when you email, just say your age and where you are. And similarly, if you're tweeting or Instagram or whatever, in the text of the post, just make sure you put this information so we know what category to enter you into. So yeah, I think I'm going to finish there. I will upload some more videos to try and introduce you to the concept dark energy and supernova research that we do, and hopefully inspire you to get creative. This competition is going on for quite a long time, so you've got the rest of May, all of June, and most of July, and then we will tell you probably in the beginning of August who has won the competition and get those prizes sent out to you. So good luck with your creations. Don't forget to use the hashtag. You can even post your pictures you know, as you're going along and creating them. So we will be looking for the hashtag Soton AstroArt and it'd be quite nice for you to like post little videos and things of how you're making your artwork and how you're being creative during lockdown. That would be really cool for us to be able to see. Just one more thing. So if you wanted to read a bit more about the research and the Soton AstroArt project, then if you Google Soton AstroArt WordPress, all one word, like this, Soton AstroArt, don't necessarily need the hashtag, and the word WordPress. If you put that into your kind of favorite search engine, you should end up at our website, which will tell you a lot more about the project, and the research and the exhibits that we've had going on, and all the amazing artists that we've had working with us on the project as well. And hopefully some of their artwork might inspire you further. Okay, so bye for now.